Motherhood is a completely different ball game. I mean, it's a whole different experience. I'm sorry. It's just, it took me a while to figure out if I wanted to share my experience on pregnancy, childbirth, or not. It's just that in life, whatever you go through, it is good to always share that experience in order to help someone out there prepare themselves. Or if you went through an ordeal that someone else out there went through, which caused maybe a trauma and they can't get over, when you share your own experience, they can relate. So it's more like, oh, they are not alone. That is the reason why I am making this video. There's a saying, man proposes, God disposes. By strength can no man prevail. I had a lot of plans, for my 38 weeks of pregnancy, 39, 40, lots of preparations I planned to do, um, which I couldn't do. My baby came at 37 weeks. Glory to the Almighty God. Agbonya, Agbonwomo. You can see me, I can see you. My baby is hale and healthy. But that was due to the fact that I was diagnosed with preeclampsia. Before now, I have never heard of preeclampsia. I just know I've heard people talk about pregnancy-induced diabetes, but I've never heard of that pregnancy-induced hypertension. I tried as much as possible to educate myself during my pregnancy, so I read this book, Every Woman, to try to get myself familiar with what pregnancy was all about, what I would go through, learning in advance because that book contains a lot. So I saw something called preeclampsia there, but the child of God in me will be like, no, 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 God forbid, this will not happen to me. God forbid, I beg, I'm not interested. So I did not bother to even read about it. I just saw advertisement. I was like, I beg. This is not my portion in Jesus' name. That was that was what happened. And later on, when the doctor that attended to me asked me some questions the day you wanted to admit me at the hospital, he said, "Do you know anything about preeclampsia?" And I was like, "Doctor, I need to be real with you. I actually read this book and I tried to get myself familiar with some things about pregnancy, and I saw this thing, you know, but I scrolled over it because I was claiming it is not my portion." So he laughed and said, "Okay, now we are here. And this is what it is all about." He educated me, he told me how dangerous it was. He told me how uh, how we could prevent it. And the only prevention is getting my baby out. I was worried because at this time I was 35 weeks pregnant. So before I was at 35 weeks, that was 33, I went to do my normal antenatal on a Saturday and my BP rose to 125. So the doctor, I, you know, I didn't know anything. So that day it was like, Mrs. Allen, I'm going to give you an extra medication that you start taking with your antenatal drugs. You know, I'm noticing something in your blood pressure, but let's just remain positive. So I looked over it and I was like, oh, my drug will just, maybe make everything normal. It will normalize it. So he said, I am going to put you on a, you're going to come see me next week. I'm supposed to see him next 2 weeks. Okay. When your pregnancy gets to a point, you're supposed to be seeing your doctor every 2 weeks. In your third trimester. So I had to be seeing him every 1 week. So I came the second week, okay, and my BP rose to 145. He said again, Mrs. Allen, when you came last week, my doctor is a very, very, God bless you, sir, Royal Hospital, God bless you. Uh, he said, you came last week and I gave you a medication, right? I said, yes, sir. He said, okay, Mrs. Allen, I'm going to increase your dosage. Okay. So instead of you taking it twice per day, you're going to be taking it, 2 tablets. It was 1 tablet twice per day. You're going to be taking this tablet 3 times a day. So that's increasing my dosage. So I felt I was already getting worried actually, because even my husband was worried, my mom, everyone was like, what are you thinking about? You should stop thinking. You should do this. I asked I haven't asked any questions then. I was just like, okay, what is going on? I went ahead to search Google to get more information. When I went to Google, I was scared about what I saw there. It will damage your kidney, your lungs. Say God, I beg, God forbid. I was praying, kabashing and all that. I took my drugs religiously. I mean, on time. He told me again, come see me next week. I I said, okay. I came the next week. Okay. My BP rose, which I saw vividly with my own eyes, 160. So immediately checked it. He looked at me. I looked at him, but it's more like, like, what is going on? Like, I told him, doctor, I'm not thinking. I'm eating well. In fact, I am resting well. This. Said Mrs. Allen, calm down. You know what? This is what we're going to do. Come, let me do let me check your baby first. He checked the baby. Heartbeat was fine, everything was fine with the baby. So he said, you know what? I'm going to have to put you on admission. You came last 2 weeks. I told you to go. I gave you a medication. Last week, the same thing. I even increased your dosage. But right now, I have no choice than to admit you. Gagang gagang. Admit me ke in a hospital. That never happened to me. Me that before my pregnancy, I don't take drugs. If I have common headache, I don't take paracetamol. I will just sleep, have my bath shower and sleep. Wake up and I'm okay. Admitting me in a hospital, I don't even like hospital smell, but the hospital, this particular hospital, Royan, is very neat. So you not even know, you not have any idea whether you're in a hospital environment. They are that neat in that hospital. So I called my husband and I broke the news to him like, Alai, Alpha, they don't admit me, waiting they up for you and all that. God being so faithful. My mom landed in Lagos that day. She told me a day before that she's just having this feeling to come to Lagos tomorrow. I was like, Mommy, it is not time for you to come now. What are you coming to do? She said she has to be in Lagos tomorrow. Our mothers, oh my, it is now I can say the same about my child, because even when she is not crying, I'll go to check up on her. I don't even sleep that much because there's just that. Oh, God is wonderful indeed. And let me continue. So, to cut the long story short, I had preeclampsia and my BP kept on increasing. But thanks to the hospital checkups and, you know, swiftness, they were able to detect it on time, and I was placed on admission and I was monitored, strict monitoring. In fact, I was worried about how the nurses were coming to see me, like, is it that bad? What happened? Why are they checking me almost every hour? Like, they always have to come check me almost every hour. But I'm grateful. I overcame preeclampsia. Yeah, I did. I am alive. My baby is alive. And to those out there that maybe you are pregnant right now and you have the same issue, I want you to know that you will survive it. Okay? You'll be fine. And your baby will be fine as well. Trust me. Just have faith. Hmm? Just have faith. Everything, all things are possible. Okay? With Christ. Just hold on to your faith and be strong. You can do this. You're a strong mom and your baby is strong as well. So just hold it together. Then please always take to your doctor's prescriptions. Most of the time they are right. Don't try to say, this is what I know that they take in pregnancy. Don't follow internet prescription. Go and see a doctor or a midwife. Okay, they'll be the one to tell you what and what to take. If I had sat at home and I looked over it that, oh, hospital is not important, I'll just be taking my pregnant care, or I'll just this and that, I would not know I had preeclampsia and my life would have been in danger. But thanks to the doctors and the hospital, I am alive and my baby is alive. I am grateful to God for that. Like I said before, having faith, you're going to survive this. Aside from having faith, you need to take care of yourself. Yes, it is because I took care of myself even before I got pregnant. I think that was what gave my body strength to fight it. I was a fruit addict. I ate fruit a lot. I always drank water. I was always eating healthy. So I took my health to more of like an importance. So take care of your body. Don't stop eating good in pregnancy. I know the first trimester is usually hard. You're feeling nauseous and all that. But when you get the chance to eat healthy and eat. Also, take fruits. Drink lots and lots of water. Now, I'm a mom. The work starts. For now, it's still a bit easy for me because I have my mom here, okay, taking care of I and the baby. But when she leaves, it's going to be hard though, but it is well. I know I'll be able to cope. I know I can do this, okay. Uh, I don't want to think about it down. No. No, 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 no. I don't want to think about it. But then, thank you to all our mothers who are always, having our backs during our first pregnancy. Even the second, third, they are wonderful. And this Omugo is thank you to whoever invested Omugo. God bless you wherever you are. I mean, how would I have? I'm not sure I'll be able to cope with a newborn. They are so small and tiny, and you don't want to break them. Oh, I don't want to drop the baby and all that. But our mothers handle these children so well, and they take care of them. They heat them up and all that. Mothers, look on take. I am now one. So I know how it feels. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. So yeah, I did it. I made a video. Yes, I am super excited that I was able to make this video because I was not, you know, when you're eager to do something, your heart tells you to do something and you've not done it. There's just this restlessness and all that. But right now, after making this video, I am calmer and I feel fulfilled, and that's I can stand in for someone out there to tell them that, you got this, mama, you can do this, mama, you know. I am super excited. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video. There will be a next video, surely. So this my YouTube channel is all about a new mom exploring the world of beauty, skincare, fashion, a whole lot of other goodies. I'm so excited. There are a lot of things I couldn't do, you know, before I got pregnant, but I want to start doing them. When people, people say, some people say, when you get pregnant and you have a child, as a woman, there are some things that will be as challenges, maybe your career, your fashion sense, and all that. But I want to break that record. I want to see how I can meet up beauty wise, my skin wise, fashion wise. I'll be carrying you along, and yeah, we are going to, we'll be fine. And I know I can do this, and I want to carry you all along as well. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and do not forget to share it and subscribe. Thank you.